And that'll bring up Nathan O'Neill with nobody on. That's 226. He's a lefty. Go Hawks get to throw it around the horn. No better feeling as a defense than when you get to throw it around the horn. It means your pitcher is locked in and is striking folks out. The wind's blowing in from center field. And not a hard breeze, but about 7-8 miles per hour. Pitch inside. O'Neill spins away from that. By the way, if you're going to guess what Waukon Indian is out there, just guess O'Neill. There's 3 of them, 1 in the outfield, 2 in the infield in this ball game. Although one of the O'Neills gets designated a hit for. That's Hunter O'Neill, the left fielder. Ball hit off the screen and then bounces into the Go Hawk dugout on the third base side. 1-1 the count. So far, this game is the anti-Forest City, kind of the opposite feel of last night's game. Both teams Indians, but completely different affairs thus far. Pitch way outside, 2-1. Now that can all change in a hurry. But a couple of really good pitchers on the mound tonight. Whereas last night with guys, trying to work themselves into some experience. 2-1. Graven's behind in the count, but he's been striking everybody out. Fastball, pop, foul. That goes toward the batting cage area. Young lady over there ready to grab the baseball. Count even 2-2. Let's see if Graven can strike out the side. Trying to remember who it was, but there was a major league team the other day. Might have been both teams. They had 2 immaculate innings. That's a 9-pitch strike out the side innings. The pitch outside. So strike, 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 strike. Let's go back. That's incredible. They did that 2 innings in a row. It's unheard of. I think at some point they just take a pitch. Payoff pitch, swing, and a miss. He strikes out the side. We go to the bottom of the second inning. No score on the K-Way Sports Network.
Go from mailbox to inbox with paperless billing. Now's the time to switch to Waverly Utilities paperless billing, which means you'll receive your statements via email rather than the snail mail. With Waverly Utilities paperless billing, you'll have 1 less bill in your mailbox each month and less clutter on your kitchen counter. Plus, you'll help them use less paper and save some trees. Call Waverly Utilities today to switch to paperless billing.
Making life better, making life easy. Waverly Utilities.
The Dirty Dog American Bar and Grill in Waverly is the place to bring your friends and stay a while. With pizza, sandwiches, the Cedar Valley's best burgers, wraps, and amazing salads, the Dirty Dog has something for everyone. Stop in to watch the game or just grab a cold beer or your favorite drink and enjoy the great atmosphere with state-of-the-art TVs and sound system. The Dirty Dog American Bar and Grill in Waverly. Real food for real people. No score, bottom of the second inning. The 4, 5, and 6 hitters due for the Go Hawks. Corbin Dewey batting a team best 464 with a team most 25 RBIs, and he's one of the 4 Go Hawks who has a home run on the year. He's up to bat. Always walks up to I love it when you call me Big Papa. An appropriate song. Swing and a miss is a changeup. Dewey missed on. Noah Hatlin was perfect in that first inning. 3 up, 3 down, and he's got a 0.00 ERA. Yeah, no earned runs on the year in 15 and third innings worked. So it's not a fluke. Pitch outside, 1-1. Sometimes you see the ERA and you think, wow. And then you look and it's, 2 innings. He's got a legitimate number of innings. So he's a decent pitcher. The Go Hawks will try to rough him up. Next pitch, swung on and missed on an inner half strike. Counts 1-2. Go Hawks only got 7 hits yesterday, but it felt like there was more because every hit they had seemed to go a long ways. Obviously, home runs and doubles as the ball fouled away. Even when they got out, the ball seemed to be pretty well struck. Thinking of Nolan Foster, he had 1 home run yesterday. Just about any other high school ballpark, he would have had 2. The 1-2. High, 2-2 as Dewey leaves it alone. Trying to get aboard here as the Go Hawks have yet to get a base runner in this contest. Here's the wind kick. And a foul ball squibbed off the bat of Dewey. And Coach Willis, first base coach's box, gets it. Coach Willis, a college baseball player. Actually used to play at Wartburg here on this field. Now plays at Simpson. His dad, of course, former athletic director and football coach Rick Willis. Ball grounded over to third base. Kind of deep in the hole. The throw by Hager is in time as Dewey couldn't outrun that. One up, one down. Brings up Nolan Foster. Again, had that big hit last night. He only bats 176 on the year, but Coach P.J. Hermson says he feels like he's getting good swings. Has a lot of faith in Foster, and obviously Foster can punish a baseball. Here's the pitch. Right down the pipe, left alone. 0-1 in a game brought to you by Denver Insurance, Jerry Rolling Motors, American Family Insurance, Christie DeMuth Agency, Inc., Johnson Financial Services, Dale Service, Folkridge Financial Services, and a Waverly Box and Pallet as Foster swings and misses at the next one. One out, nobody on, and a 0-2 count to Noah Foster, who bats for shortstop Lance Myers in this game one of the doubleheader. Ground ball foul by the third base. And going out to get that is third baseman Hager. Get an 0-2 count to Nolan Foster. But that home run that he had, I think I had an underwhelming call of it because I thought it was a fly ball that was going to get caught. It's hit a mile high, and it just kept going and drifting. And all of a sudden, like, holy cow, the left fielders run out of left field to run in, and that ball is sailing into the pine trees. Pitch is high. I was talking with my coworker and Waverly Sharks softball play-by-play man, Taylor Nitz. I said, if you're any other ballpark, you're calling it a Mammothean blast, and it's gone, and no doubter. There's not a no doubter here as he swings and misses and strikes out. It's such a big ballpark. 2 outs, nobody aboard. Abram Rage up to bat. He bats 245.
17, Abram Rage.
Go Hawks still looking for their first base runner as Draven and Stockdale were retired with F9s, and then a ground out by Chance Key to the shortstop last inning. Then a ground out to third to begin this inning, a strikeout, and now Rage up to bat. Hits the ball on the ground, third base side. Hager flips to first, and there's another 3-up, 3-down performance. We go to the third inning, no score. It's a fast game so far on the K-Way Sports Network.
Dirty Dog American Bar and Grill in Waverly is the place to bring your friends and stay a while. With pizza, sandwiches, the Cedar Valley's best burgers, wraps, and amazing salads, the Dirty Dog has something for everyone. Stop in to watch the game or just grab a cold beer or your favorite drink and enjoy the great atmosphere with state-of-the-art TVs and sound system. The Dirty Dog American Bar and Grill in Waverly. Real food for real people.
Attention do-it-yourselfers. Whether your to-do plans call for a quick fix-up or for a major project, stop first at Janesville Lumber. Janesville Lumber is everything you need, like tools, paint, and all the supplies to get you started. Best of all, their experts can help answer all your questions to make sure you have the right items. So before you roll up your sleeves and get to work, stop first at Janesville Lumber. Proud to support Janesville High School and community events, Janesville Lumber.
No score as we enter the third inning. Only one base runner combined by these two teams as the 8, 9, and 1 batters up for the Waukon Indians. Jaden Hager, the senior, batting 240, will lead off against Carson Graven. Hager is a right-hander playing third base, had a couple of assists in that last half inning as he threw to first twice for 2 of the Go Hawks 3 outs. Hager waiting for the delivery from Carson Graven from the wind. Fastball just south of the knees, 1-0. You're listening to Go Hawk Baseball on K-Way Country, AM 1470, FM 96.3, KWayRadio.com, and our free mobile app and the TuneIn app. Thanks for joining me. I'm Matt Ray. Next pitch, hit on the ground, second base side, gets by Rose. Rose thought it was going to hop up into his glove, and it just scooted by him, and that's a single. He was trying to play that bounce as it was hit to the first base side of him, got over there, and the ball just didn't bounce as high as he thought it was going to. And the no-hitter is over for the Go Hawks. Carson Graven. That brings up Jack O'Neill.
After the single, that brings up to the plate. Number 20.
He bats .306. He's a slightly built right-hander. Runner at first has a small lead. A wide stance taking that lead. The bunt in the air, bounces, and will roll foul on the third base side. Good job by Jacob Lord. He thought for a minute he was going to be able to catch it, and then he let it go and roll foul. Great job by Lord. That's a good decision. Recognizing the English on the baseball. O'Neill looking over to Coach Shell Smith. Coach Keenan over at first base used to be the head coach, but a few years ago, Shell Smith came here and probably a little more passionate of the two about baseball. And he's done a pretty good job with these kids. They've learned to swing the sticks, that's for sure. Dewey still holding the runner at first. He's thinking about going. There he goes. Check swing. He takes off. The throw is there. He's out. Great throw. Rage guns him down. You could tell he was thinking about going. He didn't hide it at all. And then Rage with a throw right on the money. A 2-4 putout for out number one. So they finally get a hit to the Indians. Then he's gunned down on the base paths by the catcher. And the count is 0-2 to Jack O'Neill. One out, no one on all of a sudden. Here's the delivery. Pitch outside. Rage tried to frame it. It was not a strike. Hawks and Indians locked in a 0-0 contest thus far. Graven winds and fires. Curveball that's going to find the ground in left center field. Will bounce to Stockdale 3 times before he throws it in. Back-to-back singles, but because of the play by Rage, there's only one on. It's a huge play by Rage to throw the runner out at second, attempting to steal. And also a good job by Graven and Dewey to hold the runner close with a very small lead so that Rage had a chance to throw him out.
To the plate, number 23, Mason Wasson.
Mason Wasson up to bat. He struck out looking his first time at the plate. Double plays in order. The Go Hawks haven't turned a whole lot of them on the year. Like to see them get a chance to do that here. Lance Myers is ready at shortstop for a baseball, that's for sure. Swing and a miss is a fastball. Too fast for Wasson. Top of the third inning, no score, one out. Runner at first base. Waukon up to bat. A doubleheader here in Northeast Iowa Conference action. The Go Hawks need both of them as they're in a race with Decorah. Both teams tied at the top of the league. Fastball fouled away. Hits off the fence over on the third base side beyond the dugout. It has to be picked up. Someone's got to go get that. Walk-on Indian goes after it. The big pitch here from Carson Graven. Let's see if he throws a high fastball because once again the runner at first is antsy. I don't think he's going though. He doesn't look like he wants to go. Pitch swung on. Check swing. He did not go. Throw back over to first base. Runner dives back to the white bag in time. Of course, on first base, there's a white and then an orange or a red bag. If you're running through the bag, supposed to stay on the orange side. Remember when they first added that? Feels like it's been there forever now. The 1-2 coming up. Here's the pitch. Fouled away over the backstop screen. Stays 1-2. .340 down the lines, .360 to the power alleys, .380 to straightaway center field here at Hurdle Field. We're here at Harms Stadium. Runner takes off. High throw. Down to second base. He's out. Rage gets him again. Thou shalt not steal. 2 men gunned down on their way to second by Abram Rage. What a play there by Abram. The count is 2-2. Good pitch by Graven to throw it high. Malcolm Newell knew the guy was going. Threw a high fastball so the catcher could make the play. Pitch outside. It runs full. Well, they get to first. They just can't get to second. As we're back-to-back singles in this inning, but there's 2 outs, nobody on. You would not know it. You would not know there were back-to-back singles. Next pitch, outside, ball 4. Mason Wasson goes to first. I'm going to bet he doesn't try to steal. Noah Hatlin up to bat. Hatlin reached on an error, and the ball batted into left field.
After the walk,
He's a lefty.
plate number 11, Noah Hatlin.
Hatlin bats lefty. Runner at first has a decently big lead. Fastball just misses inside. That did not miss by much at all. That was not far inside. Good job by Hatlin not to offer at that. I would have swung at that 7 days a week. Probably would have missed 5 of them. Pitch outside, strike called. Good delivery by Graven. You'll notice Wasson content with staying at first and not getting thrown out on the base paths. Small lead. His weight is back at first. Leaning back toward first, I should say. Count is 1-1. Curveball backdoor gets the corner. Strike 2. Can Carson Graven get his 6th strikeout of the game and get his team back to the bats? With the top of the 3rd, no score. Runner at first, 2 outs. Every batter so far has gotten to first. Runner takes off to second. The throw will not need to be made because it's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. 3 outs, and a weird way to get 3 outs, but a great way for your Abram Rage. 0-0 as we go to the bottom of the 3rd. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Go Hawk Baseball on the K-Way Sports Network.
Honey, what are you eating? Get out of there. We don't eat dog food. If you've got kids and a dog, then that probably sounds familiar. But why are you feeding your dog something you're afraid your kids will also eat? Shop for your dog food at the Scoop Feed and Supply at the corner of Wagner Road and Airline Highway in Waterloo for the best food for your dogs from Victor, Exclusive, Signature, and From, and more. At the Scoop Feed and Supply, they're proud to carry the best food to keep your dog healthy and happy for many years to come. So if you're serious about your dog's health and well-being, get their food from the experts at the Scoop Feed and Supply in Waterloo today. The Scoop Feed and Supply. They feed everything but humans.
Every field is the perfect field to plant Wiffles hybrids and Merchman seeds from Jeff Wright Seed Company in Waverly. So if you're looking for resilient crops and high yields, look no further than Jeff Wright Seed Company with Merchman seeds and Wiffles hybrids.
No score as we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. The Go Hawks have the 7, 8, and 9 hitters up to bat.
14, Jacob Lord.
Jacob Lord, a senior, batting 158 up to bat. Coach Hermson was talking about his bat, says he still believes in Jacob Lord's bat. Says he gets good swings on it, just haven't been kind. As Hatlin, the right-hander, throws. Handball popped out of play. Hatlin kind of the opposite, not kind of, he's the exact opposite of Chance Key. He throws right on the mound, hits left. Chance Key throws left on the mound, hits right. Kind of weird to have 2 teams facing each other with guys that do that. Not the Chance is pitching. Ground ball in the hole by the shortstop and a leadoff single. The no-hitter is broken up. The Go Hawks have their first runner, and Sam Rose up to bat, batting .241 with 18 RBIs. He loves to make a move. And I talked to Coach B.J. Hermson about the hot bats from last night.
How do you keep the bats hot?
Again, we preach putting good quality swings in the baseball, and so I thought we had a really good round of BP today, and guys are really buying into that process now. And kind of like we talked after the game last night, some of the batting averages might not reflect that, but again, that's something that we don't really look into. Guys are putting good quality swings in the baseball. That's really what we care about.
Rose hits one on the ground, gets by the third baseman. Back-to-back one-baggers. That's the way to break up a no-hitter, to go back-to-back. That'll bring up Ethan Hennings, the last Go Hawk batter to get a first try against Hatlin. He bats .235 on the year. So 2 up, 2 singles, and the Go Hawks locked in a 0-0 game. Going to have a chance to get some runs here. The table is set for Ethan Hennings. And again, 0-0 the score. Hatlin from the stretch, looks at the runner at second, throws. Hennings hits it into center field. Back to back singles. They're going to send Lord. He's going to come. Play at the plate. He's safe. And throw back to second just in case Rose is going to take off. So Lord scores from second on a single. There's been 3 singles in a row, and the Go Hawks lead 1-0 as the 7, 8, and 9 hitters are the guys that had to get the game going. 1-0 Go Hawks. Again, Lord led the inning off with a single on the hole. Rose singled into the hole, and then Hennings hit it into the outfield in center field. And it's 1-0 Waverly Sharks. Carson Graven gets a chance to bat, and his buddies helping him. Again, the 7, 8, 9 guys getting it done for the Go Hawks. Hatlin's next pitch hammered into left field. Tripping and falling is the left fielder O'Neill. It gets by him. That's going to score 2 runs. And it's a stand-up double for Graven. Graven hit it hard. For a moment, it looked like he was going to offer to dive. That was O'Neill. Then he thought, I better not dive. The ball drops in front of him, and he trips and falls over some grass, basically, and eats the turf. And then that's a horrible feeling as an outfielder. As you know, you got to get up. You're embarrassed. Go get the ball and throw it back in. Just like that, it's 3-0 Waverly Shellrock. Dylan Stockdale up to bat. He flew out to right field his last time up. So Hatlin had a no-hitter, and now there's 4 hits in a row, including an extra base hit by Carson Graven. Curveball inside, nearly hit Dylan Stockdale. He might have some PTSD from yesterday. The guys are getting hit everywhere. He got hit twice yesterday. One of the many that got hit. And a runner at second base, nobody out, bottom of the third. Ground ball up the middle, it goes. Another hit, 5 hits in a row. Wave him around, BJ. He does. And Graven scores. 4 straight Go Hawks have scored. 5 consecutive Go Hawks have hit. That'll bring up Chance Key, who grounded out to shortstop his last time at the plate. Man, you had a guy coming into this inning with a perfect game. Now, obviously through 2 innings, but 2 perfect innings. And then 5 straight hits for the Go Hawks with nobody out, runner at first base being held on by Isaac Rowe. Pitch south of the knees, 1-0 the count to Chance Key. 4-0 Waverly Shellrock. Obviously, they know they can put up big innings after that 13-run inning one night ago. They had a 6-run inning right after that. It was unbelievable. Runner takes off. Pitch south of the knees. Stockdale's way safe because the catcher does not have a good arm whatsoever. The Go Hawks should steal on him every chance they have because Grass, as I watched him warm up, was nowhere near the bag. And that throw was nowhere near the bag. It would have been at a cutoff man maybe. So I think the Go Hawks can steal all the time. Pitch high and tight, 3-0 to Chance Key. It's the opposite of what Rage has been doing. Rage is throwing everybody out at second, but I just don't think Brady Gress has that great of an arm to make the Go Hawks respect him. Doesn't mean he won't get one maybe today, but I wouldn't give him a ton of, respect to where I'd be fearing that. 4-pitch walk of Chance Key brings up Corbin Dewey, who grounded out to third base his last time up. Go Hawks have had 6 straight guys get on, and there's going to be a visit to the mound. Coach Shane Shellsmith has something to say to Noah Hatlin. And Hatlin came into this game with 15 1/3 innings pitched and 0 earned runs. He's given up 4 earned runs this inning, and he's on the hook for the 2 base runners right now. So even if they take him out, he could get 6 total earned runs in this inning. I think they're going to keep him in, though. I don't see why you wouldn't keep him in. The Go Hawks looking for some more Folkerts Financial Services insurance runs. Help insure your family's future by calling Folkerts Financial Services today. The umpire comes out to the mound, and Coach Shellsmith not quite done with the conversation. Now he's done. Usually when the umpire starts to walk out there, you wrap it up, but Coach Shell Smith's like, no, I'm done when I'm done. Nice guy, by the way. Very kind man in my dealings with him. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Corbin Dewey up to bat. Dewey steps into the batter's box. Hatlin getting hit around. And a little Ephus pitch goes over the head of Dewey. Not sure what that was trying to be. I don't know if he was trying to throw a changeup and it slipped out or a curveball and slipped out. But either way, it wasn't either one of those. Key at first, Stockdale at second. Ball hit into right field. Going back is Wasson. Wasson camping underneath it, makes the catch. Stockdale will tag up and go to third. So there's now finally an out in the inning. It's a productive out, though, as Dewey moves the runner to the third base bag. And Chance Key should steal here. I don't care much about the situation with the runner at third. I think he should steal, but especially with the runner at third, he should steal, because if they do throw down, the throws to second have been highly inaccurate, and Dylan Stockdale should, if there's a throw down to second, should take off immediately for home. Key goes to second. The throw didn't go home yet. The pitcher throws to second, and Key is still there. Stockdale was kind of in a tough situation because it wasn't the catcher throwing down to second, but the pitcher, and the pitcher just had to throw it 15 feet. The ball was completed to the man covering second, but not enough to get a Key out, and Stockdale had to stay close. Now a single would score 2 runs. A fly ball would score 1 as there's a strike to Nolan Foster. Foster's got that great uppercut swing that's perfect for sac flies. Let's see if he can do it here. Obviously, he hit it over the fence last night, so perfect for home runs, too. Strike down the middle. Foster should not have left that one be. 0-2 the count, 1 out. Runners at second and third. Go Hawks lead 4-0 in the bottom half of inning number 3. Against Noah Hatlin, who had previously not given up an earned run all season, as there's a ball fouled over the screen, stays 0-2. Go Hawks came into this inning without getting a hit, and then Lord, Rose, Hennings, Graven, and Stockdale all got hits back to back to back, and then Key walked. And then there was a pop out to right field as Foster fouls one away. But everybody's touching the ball unless they have to walk to first. It's really good performance for the Go Hawks, who have out hit Waukon 5-2 here in the bottom of the third inning. Atlin sets. Foster still way behind to the count. Watches one up high. 1-2. It's a doubleheader here tonight. The Hawks want to pounce and get as many runs as they can. I got a feeling if they can get on top of Waukon, they can put them away and, get a possible 5-inning game going as the ball is hitting at the dugout on the Go Hawks third base side. I told someone before, I think Waukon's got a puncher's chance to win one of these. I think the Go Hawks are the favorite in one game, probably going to go 5 in this doubleheader. I don't know why, but there's inconsistency with Waukon. So I think one of these games has a great chance of going 5. But Waukon also has got that puncher's chance because of their athleticism to steal one here against the top of the Northeast Iowa Conference Go Hawks. Remember the first time they played it, Go Hawks had to go to extras to beat Waukon and give B.J. Hermson his first win. Ball spray down the right field line. That's dropping fair. Foster's got at least a double. Coming home is Stockdale. Coming home is Key. A bases clearing double. 2 men sent home from the bat of Nolan Foster, who was a very, very confident bat now. Go Hawks lead 6-0, and Abram Rage, the only guy that's not bad at this inning, is up to bat. He grounded out to third base his last time up.
After the double, that brings up to the plate number 17, Abram Rage.
6 Go Hawk hits. There's 6 of 7 in this inning with 1 walk as the ball is hooked foul on the ground by Rage. And Foster's at second base. They'd love to trade places. I had to adjust 2 innings in my book last night If Rage gets on, I'll have to adjust one here. Even if he doesn't get on, I guess. As long as it's not a double play. All swung on a miss by Rage. 0-2 the count. Sun shining on the Go Hawks, certainly right now, both literally and figuratively. Hatlin sets. The pitch. Hit into center field. This one's shallow enough to be a hit possibly, and the shortstop actually goes out and gets it. Jack O'Neill gloves it. That ball just about fell right in between center, second, and short, but Jack O'Neill did a good job to make the grab, and that's out number 2. Jacob Lord, who started this shindig off with a singles up to bat. Yeah, he was the first of 5 consecutive hits and 6 consecutive Go Hawks to score as they lead 6-0 here in the bottom of inning number 3. Hatlin from the stretch, sets, and there's a fastball outside corner called to Lord. Lord hit the ball in the gap between short and third. Last time he was up to bat this inning, takes one high, 1-1. Go Hawks did a great job last night with 11 two-out runs in inning number 1. So with 2 outs doesn't mean this inning's over. Waukon might find that out the hard way like the Indians of Forest City did last night. Ground ball foul, third base side, 1-2 the count. 1-2 the count to Jacob Lord. Lord stepping in. Looking at his hands. Digging into the turf. You know, he had those habits. He can't actually dig into the turf, but he gets his foot planted where he wants it to be. Pitches outside. Good job of Lord leaving that alone. Count even at 2s with 2 outs and a runner at second. A lot of 2s on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a runner at base number 2 in the form of Nolan Foster, the designated hitter. Ball popped into center field. This one is just before the grass, I should say, and Nathan O'Neill makes the catch. But the Go Hawks put up a big number, 6 runs in the bottom of the 3rd. That's the way to break up a no-hitter. Go Hawks 6, Indians nothing as we go to inning number 4 on the K-Way Sports Network.
CUSB Bank, CUSB Bank,
because CUSB Bank is excited to be part of the Waverly and Shell Rock communities. We're proud to serve the former Security State Bank customers and invite the community to check out our enhanced products and services while working with the same familiar faces. Stop in our Waverly and Shell Rock locations or online at CUSB.com. CUSB Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Good luck, Go Hawks, from Johnston Financial Services. Johnston Financial Services at 116 West Bremer Avenue in Waverly. Call them at 352-5938. Securities offered through First Heartland Capital Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC. Johnston Financial Services, LLC, is not affiliated with First Heartland Capital Incorporated. When it comes to investing, start with Johnston Financial Services, LLC.
First 5 hits of the game in a row to start the 3rd inning. They get another hit in the inning, and they lead this one 6-0 as we go to the 4th inning. The 3, 4, and 5 hitters do against Carson Graven and the Go Hawks. Lincoln Snicker, batting right-handed, it was a strikeout victim his last time at the plate. First pitch spins outside, 1-0. Nice tight spinning pitch by Carson Graven. Graven from the windup, always got that right arm at a right angle. Ooh, that'll hurt. It hit Snicker right in the shoulder. And Waukon's got a base runner. Now, last inning, the base runners got to first, but then died on their way to second as Abram Rage gunned him down from his catcher's position. Let's see if the Go Hawks can do that again, or if the Indians just say no mas. Isaac Rowe up to bat. He grounded out to shortstop last time. The runner at first has a moderate lead. Curveball's top of the zone, called strike one to Isaac Rowe. 6-0, Waverly Sharrock with the lead. We'll take a look at the Iowa High School Baseball Coaches Association rankings this half inning. Fastball right down Bremer Avenue, strike two. 0-2 count, runner at first base is Snicker, who got hit to get him there. He shows no interest in going to second base, by the way. He is going. He's hiding it well. Swing and a miss, a 3-pitch strikeouts for out number one. The 7th strikeout of the game for Carson Graven.
That brings to the plate number 28, Brody Gress.
Brody Gress up to bat. He struck out swinging his last time up. Rankings in Class 4A look like this. Johnson's number 1, Waukee second, Dowling Catholic third, Cedar Falls is 4th, and Urbandale is 5th. Fastball right at the knees. Good pitch by Graven. 0-1 the count. Number 6 in Class 4A is Iowa City High. Waukee Northwest is 7th. Sioux City East is 8th. Cedar Rapids Prairie 9th. And Ankeny rounds out the top 10 for Iowa's biggest class for the boys, Class 4A. Throw to the runner at first is back. Keeping him close so Rage can get another out. And Rage, the catcher, worth his weight in gold in this game so far. Curveball spins into the inside corner. That is a filthy pitch by Graven. That was just awesome. Gress was thinking about whether he should back out of the way, and all of a sudden it backs into the strike zone. Runner at first has a slightly bigger lead. Swing and a miss, a drop third strike. First base was covered, so that's an out. The runner does take off to second, but the runner and the batter's box cannot take off. So if first base is occupied with fewer than 2 outs on a drop third strike, the batter is out automatically. That does not prohibit the runner from taking off and going to second, but the batter is out without a throw needed. Judah Johnson up to bat. He was struck out last time. 8 walk-on Indians have been strikeouts so far today as we're in the top of the 4th inning. Curveball, top of the zone, called strike. Class 3A rankings have Grinnell number 1, Davenport Assumption 2nd, Xavier's 3rd, Dubuque Wahlert 4th, Western Dubuque is 5th. Western Dubuque is in the same sub-state as Waverly Shellrock, by the way. And then Lewis Central 6th, Clear Creek Amana 7th is also in that, in another sub-state, excuse me. Number 8, Independence, Marion 9, and Gilbert 10. Strike on the outside corner, beautifully done. 0-2 the count. ADM, Center Point Urbana, North Polk, Sergeant Bluff Luton, and West Delaware have received votes to be ranked. The GoHawks, for the first time this season, have not received ranking votes in the Iowa High School Baseball Coaches Association. Swing and a miss on an inside fastball. 3 strikeouts for Graven after hitting the leadoff man. 6-0 Go Hawks lead. We go to the bottom of the 4th. After this, you're listening to Go Hawk Baseball on the K-Way Sports Network.
Your wedding day will be beautiful and hectic. Sunrise Catering in Reedland believes you shouldn't have to worry about the catering on your big day. Sunrise Catering will handle everything, whether you have a formal sit-down or buffet-style meal. From paper and linens to silverware and china, Sunrise Catering will get it done. Plus, the food is amazing. Call Bev for reservations, 279-4089. You'll have plenty to think about on your wedding day. Catering won't be one of them when you trust Sunrise Catering in Reedland.
Hi, this is Adam with Folkerts Financial Strategies. Life is busy with kids, activities, work, and that much-needed vacation. Who has time to think about retirement and life insurance? Well, we do at Folkerts Financial Strategies, and we'll worry about your insurance coverage and your retirement plan so you can get back to living your busy life. Come see us here at 410 West Bremer Avenue, Folkerts Financial Strategies.
Our company pitching change when you need to change your tires or even repair your tires. Trust the people that treat you like family. Waverly Tire Company is Jaden Hager and Noah Hatlin switch places, so Hatlin goes over to third, and now the pitcher is senior Jaden Hager, who's 0-1 on the year. He's thrown 8 innings. His ERA is 7. Opponents are batting .423 against him. He struck out 4, walked 6, hit 1. So his numbers are not gorgeous, but the Go Hawks will have to see him the first time around. You know, just a change sometime is enough to make things start going your way as a defense. Up to bat is Sam Rose. Rose is 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored in this ball game. As the Go Hawks put up 6 last inning. Well, you never know. If they could put up 4 here, we could get to the point where they could end this thing early. And I had a feeling coming into this that one of the 2 games could go 5 innings. The Go Hawks, I would prefer, would make me right. I like being right. Bunt shown, and Rose does not get that one down. It kind of goes right into his hands. Called strike. Those balls that you're trying to bunt that run in up on you are hard. They're hard to get down. The 0-1. Hager sets, throws, and a ball chopped down. 0-2. We'll continue looking at the Iowa High School Baseball Coaches Association rankings this half inning. 2A and 1A are the classes that we'll get to this inning. 0-2. Hager throws behind Rose. Not sure what that was. Slipped out of his hands, obviously. He's trying to throw a breaking ball, and it just slips. As a batter, sometimes you're thinking, okay, I have no clue what's coming next after the old behind me pitch. A lot of plate. Fouled down, though, by Rose. Hit into his left leg as he's trying to kick the feeling of pain out of it. Probably didn't hurt too much, but it never feels good. You have that ball bounce up into your leg. If it hits you out of the box, you're out, but if in the box, it's just a foul. Pitch outside, 2-2. Gress wanted it out there. He set up out there, and the pitch was right where he set up, but not in the zone. Sam Rose leading off this inning for the Go Hawks. Wants to be a base runner. Pitch outside, 3-0. So it goes from 0-2 to 3-2. Good at bat by Sam Rose, fouling some things off, making Jaden Hager, the senior right-hander, work. He goes from the stretch all the time, does Hagers. There's a ball hit softly over to shortstop. This is going to be a tough play. The throw is not in time. It's wild as well. Rose cannot go to second, though. Great job by Brady Gress, the catcher, backing up that throw to first. Otherwise, Sam Rose is standing at second. But that's a single because that ball was hit so softly over to Jack O'Neill at short. I didn't think he had a chance to get the throw to first in time. The throw was bad, and if Rose would have gone to second, I would have called an error on that. But there's no error because Rose would have beaten that out no matter what. Ethan Hennings up to bat. He had a single his last time up. He's a hitter on the ground, the left side of the infield. Excuse me. He poked it into center field. There's a throw, and the catcher throws it way up and over the bag. The right side as Rose steals it. Again, I said it before, and I'll say it again. Waverly Sharks should have absolutely no fear of stealing second. Not trying to be mean to Brady Gress. I'm just stating the facts here. Ball bunted. Runner takes off to third. Close play at first. He's out. Just got him. I think it's the right call. He just got him, though. Barely got him. That was close. That was really close. It's a sacrifice for Hennings, and it was bang at first, but the ball just barely beat him there. Hennings can fly.
Number one that brings up to the plate.
A lot of other guys would have bunted that exact same thing and would have been thrown out by a lot. Runner at third base, Carson Graven up to bat. He's 1 for 2 with a fly out to right, a double, and a run scored. Ball flown into shallow right center. This one is caught by Wasson, and it's not deep enough for Rose to score on. 2 outs in the inning. Class 2A rankings have Van Meter number 1. Esterville Lincoln Central is second, followed by Cascade, then Clarinda from Southwest Iowa at 4th. Dyersville Beckman 5th. They just beat Marion last night. Dyke New Hartford 6th, Davis County 7th, Mid Prairie 8th, West Marshall 9th, and Waterloo Columbus wraps up the top 10, though they lost to unranked Denver last night on Y99.3 as Dylan Stockdale hits it on the ground softly, third base side, third baseman charges, throws, and makes the out. The Go Hawks threaten, but do not score as a man is left stranded at third. We go to the 5th inning. Go Hawks 6, Waukon Indians nothing on the K-Way Sports Network.
The Wooden Foot Saloon in Waverly is the place to watch the big game. Enjoy daily drink specials and unique snacks that will be the perfect pairing for watching the big game or just partying with friends. You can also join the Mug Club and get discounted drinks every time you visit. They also have darts, pool, and other fun bar games so you can have your own competition at halftime. No matter who you root for, stop into the Wooden Foot Saloon in Waverly where every game is a party.
The more your life changes, the more your insurance needs change. I'm Christy DeMuth, agent. In just minutes, I can conduct a free personal insurance review to help you determine how much and what type of coverage is right for you, with no costly gaps or overlaps.
You're listening to the K-Way Sports Network, K-Way Country, AM 1470, and the new FM 96.3.
Top of the 5th inning, Go Hawks 6, Indians nothing as Waverly Shark host Waukon. The 7, 8, and 9 hitters do for the Indians. That's O'Neill, Hager, and O'Neill. Nathan, Jaden, and Jack by first names. Nathan O'Neill was a strikeout victim his last time up.
Getting the inning started for the Indians, number 25, Nathan O'Neill.
Nathan O'Neill is a lefty facing the right-handed pitcher for the Go Hawks, Carson Graven, who's been locked and loaded. Pitch way outside. Give him a compliment. Looks what he does to me. Was it way out of the zone. So 1-0 to the leadoff man this inning, 7-hitter Nathan O'Neill. Graven rocks back, fires forward. A bunt down the third base line. Jacob Lord will field it. There's going to be a play just in time. Good play. The throw is a little wide, but a good long stretch by big Corbin Dewey. Good job by Lord to really chase that one in. And then that transfer from glove to hand sometimes is tough when you're trying to hurry like that. And he did it well.
That brings to the plate number 5, Jaden Hager.
Jaden Hager up to bat. He's a pitcher now. He started off at third base. He had a single his last time up. Back-to-back singles for Waukon were mowed down on their way to second by Abram Rage, if you'll remember back in the third inning. Pitch outside, 1-0. 1 out, nobody aboard here in the top half of inning number 5. Take a look at the Northeast Iowa Conference standings, by the way. So we're in conference action this evening. Fastball hit on the ground. Lord gets to it, throws from third, and good stretch again by Dewey. 2 up, 2 down, 2 outs as Jack O'Neill up to bat. Jack O'Neill got a single and then was thrown out on his way to second. Last time up.
Up to the plate, number 26, Jack O'Neill.
Carson Graven feeling mighty fine. He's only given up 2 hits in this game. And obviously, no runs so far as his team leads 6-0. Fastball high, 1-0. Waverly Shark and Decorah tied at the top of the conference, both with 10-2 records. They'll play each other on Tuesday in a doubleheader. So keeping your record clean out of tonight and then getting to Tuesday would be a big deal. But you got to beat Waukon twice before you can get too involved in Tuesday as the pitch is outside 2-0. This is the game on the schedule, is what B.J. Hermson would say. He really likes that mentality. One game at a time, one night at a time. Pitch low, 3-0. You know, Waverly Shark Girls Soccer, theirs was only today. That was their motto, and that only today got them all the way to the state championship for the 4th tournament in a row. So that's a good way to think about things, but it's hard when you know there's a big one looming on Tuesday. Pitch inside, ball 4. 3 of those were not far out of the zone. They were out, but not far out. Mason Wasson now up to bat. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. So Waverly Shark and Decorah at the top of the league with 10-2 records, making this, in my opinion, just a 2-team race from this point on. New Hampton is 6-7. Waukon's 4th with a 5-7 record, followed by Charles City with a 4-8 record, and then Crestwood's really struggling with a 1-11 record in the conference. Curveball nibbles the outside corner. Good pitch. Strike one. That's a good pitch because that's one you can't do much with if you were to swing. If you're Mason Wasson, who's the one hitter in the lineup. 2 outs, runner at first base being held on by Dewey. The delivery. Low. Ball one. Graven's missing in all the right spots, though. When he's missing, I like where he's missing. He's missing in non-danger zones. He's not missing down the middle or hanging curveballs high. Next pitch fouled. 1-2. 1-2. Obviously can't miss down the middle, I guess. But, you know, when you're trying to throw the corners and you're throwing meatballs. That's what Forest City did so much last night. Whenever a pitch would catch the zone, it caught the whole thing. Ball chopped. It'll be fielded by the catcher, Rage, with a bare hand. He throws to first. Low throw. Picked up off the ground with his bare hand by Dewey. Dewey dropped the ball and then snatched it with his right hand just in time for a 2-3 put out for out number 3. It's time to stretch our legs. The Go Hawks lead 6-0 as we go to the bottom of the 5th on the K-Way Sports Network.
We are family.
Hey, kids, can we give the singing a little break? It's a long way till we get to the hotel, and since we got our new quiet and comfortable riding tires from Waverly Tire Company, you don't need to sing so loud. And since Waverly Tire Company took the time to find out exactly how we use the car, we got a great set of tires that should last longer, and I even saved a little money so we can stay an extra day on vacation.
Yay!
I've got a feeling we're going to spend a little more time in the car this summer. So let's find something else to do instead of singing.
Are we there yet? Yeah, are we there yet?
Hold on. How does that go again?
We are family.
Visit Waverly Tire Company across from Dollar Tree on 4th Street South today to make sure you save money and get the best tires to keep your family safe this summer. Because at Waverly Tire Company,
we are family.
6-0 Go Hawks lead as we get down to the 5th inning stretch. The 3, 4, and 5 hitters up to bat for the Go Hawks facing Jaden Hager. Chansky is 0 for 1 of the ground out, a walk and a run scored. He scored a run in that big 6-run 3rd inning. That's the only inning where either team has scored, and the Go Hawks scored abundantly, we'll say. Pitch low, 1-0. Hatland came into this game with a 0.00 ERA. It's not the way he's coming out of this game, though, because the Go Hawks roughed him up, made Hager come in here and pitch. Swing and a foul ball, 1-1, as the ball fouled right back down to the turf from Chansky. He always steps out, adjusts his helmet, just puts his hand up above the kind of the forehead part, pushes it around. Swings the bat back and forth before settling down with that wide open stance. So close the stance, watch it come in and outside. 2-1. Keeps that pre-bat ritual the same. Does it again. 2-1 the count. Pitch outside. 3-1. Chansky is in charge of this at bat with this count. Leading off the inning for Waverly Shellrock, who's tied for the tops of the Northeast Iowa Conference, as I mentioned before. Ball hit on the ground. Third baseman comes in. That's Hatland, who throws high. Gets the first baseman off the bag, but he tags. Isaac Rowe does. Chansky. The throw was bad. Rowe had to go off the bag and a little bit forward, and then he swipes the tag and gets Chansky. Kids, if you're listening, that's the one time sliding to first is acceptable, is if the first baseman jumps up. Otherwise, you always run through first. It's always faster to run through the orange bag than it is to slide. But if the runner, there's a ball hit on the ground, a shortstop, a long throw, and there's an out. That was a hard hit ball by Dewey, but he's out. Route number 2. But yeah, if that first baseman hops, that's okay to dive. That's the one time it's okay to dive. And Chansky, Not saying he should have dove and didn't, but that's the one time sliding into first is something that I would recommend doing. Nolan Foster up to bat. 2 outs, nobody on. He's 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a double. He'll hit the ball hard into left field, and it is caught by Hunter O'Neill. 3 up, 3 down for the Go Hawks. We go to the 6th inning, 6-0 Waverly Shell Rock on the K-Way Sports Network.
Rolling Ford in Shell Rock is proud to support the Go Hawks. Hi, this is Greg Stockdale. Visit our championship team at Rolling Ford. Like the Go Hawks, the staff at Rolling Ford is dedicated, skilled, and will go above and beyond for you. Whether you're looking for a newer used vehicle or servicing your vehicle, trust the championship team at Rolling Ford. Good luck, Go Hawks, from all of us at Rolling Ford in Shell Rock.
We get you rolling.
Hi, this is Tamala Johnson, principal at St. Paul's Lutheran School in Waverly. I invite you to discover what academic, emotional, and spiritual growth opportunities St. Paul's can provide your children. If you're interested in school choice and giving your child a well-rounded educational opportunity in a Christian setting, please visit our website or call and ask about our educational and scholarship programs. St. Paul's Lutheran School in Waverly is an accredited institution where Christian faith and learning go hand in hand.
Top of the 6th inning, 6-0 Waverly Shell Rock with the lead as the 2, 3, and 4 hitters will bat against Carson Graven. Noah Hatlin is 0 for 2, reached on an error and struck out swinging. Is up to bat. He's a left-handed swinger, though he throws right-handed. And he started this game out on the mound, but got knocked out of the game by the furious Go Hawk offense as he'll swing and swap the first pitch he sees into the outfield grass and left center. Leadoff single for Hatlin, his first of the night. Third hit of the game for the Waukon Indians. Brings up Lincoln Snicker.
After the single, that brings up the
Snicker's 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a hit by pitch. Since the first inning, nobody's gotten to second base for Waukon. In the first inning, Noah Hatlin got all the way to third base and then got stuck there. Fastball outside corner called strike to Snicker. Good framing job by Abram Rage. I think he helped the umpire out there with that call. Good catchers will do that. Throws to first base, back in time. By the way, this inning we'll take a look at famous events that occurred on this date in baseball history. A number of famous and maybe infamous events. Breeze blowing in from center field. Dewey holding the runner. Ball hit into center field. Hennings coming in and toward right field will make the grab. The runner at first has to go back. And F8 for out number 1. As there's a runner on, 1 out. Isaac Rowe up to bat. He's 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. This day, 1943, player-manager Joe Cronin of the Red Sox hits 2 3-run pinch hit home runs. 1 in each game of the doubleheader as Boston beats St. Louis Browns 5-4 and then loses 8-7. He had 3 run pinch hit home runs 2 nights before. He batted 40 times that year with 18 hits, including an AL record 5 pinch hit homers back when he had the player managers. First pitch is a strike to Rowe. Next pitch hit on the line into left field. That's a single. Runners at first and second now with 1 out. Brody Gress up to bat. Gress has struck out twice. This in 1960, a 2-run home run off Win Hawkins at Cleveland's Municipal Stadium makes Ted Williams the 4th player in Major League history to hit 500 home runs. The Red Sox win 3-1. He hit 500 home runs and spent 3 years fighting the Nazis in that period, too. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, those guys. I've said it many times, but guys like Ted Williams that took years out of their prime to fight for the red, white, and blue. Ball popped up. Gets over second base into the right field area where Chance Key with his glasses on makes the grab, looking directly into the sun for out number 2. And now, you think about Ted Williams and Warren Spahn and all these legends that, fought for not just America, but all of civilized humanity. And, you just don't have that often. If at all. I mean, you got one guy in the NFL that you can think of off the top of your head, right? Pat Tillman. But other than that, these guys, obviously, they weren't making millions of dollars swinging and a miss. They were making more than the average Joe out there. Judah Johnson has been a strikeout victim twice. They gave that up for love of country and neighbor. Beyond commendable. The 0-1 swing and a miss. There's 2 outs, runners at first and second. The Go Hawks lead 6-0 as Carson Graven looks in to Rage, who gives him the sign. Graven's hoping it's the strike this fella out sign. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike out. Number 10 of the night for Carson Graven. He's on his fire. 6-0 Go Hawks lead as we go to the bottom of the 6th. You're listening to the K-Way Sports Network.
Team, a group of people working together toward a common vision. Dr. Alan Young of Waverly Family Dentistry has set his team's goals as to exceed the patient's expectations. Dr. Young and his team sees a patient's mouth not as it is, but as it can become. Nothing is impossible. They can turn obstacles into possibilities. At Waverly Family Dentistry, Dr. Alan Young can take common dental problems and attain uncommon results. They do this because in Dr. Young's eyes, his patients are simply the best.
Dale Service Auto Repair and Towing in Waverly is who to call for your full range of automotive services to keep your car running smoothly. Dale Service offers quick oil changes, full mechanic services, including custom exhaust, tune-ups, brakes, alignments, suspension service, air conditioning service, and more. Stop by today for a free estimate. Dale Service also has 24-hour towing and 24/7 roadside assistance. Call 230-3081 in case of emergency. For exceptional auto repair in Waverly, give Dale Service Auto Repair and Towing a call today.
Waverly Sharks 6, Waukon nothing as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Go Hawks hoping this is their last time to bat in the ball game as Abram Rage, the 6-hitter, will lead things off. He's grounded out and popped out so far on the evening as they'll face Jaden Hager. A lot of room down the right field line, by the way. Pitch way outside. We'll continue this day in baseball history. Let's say 1962, Lou Brock of the Cubs hit a home run into right center field bleachers at Polo Grounds, 460 feet from home plate in the first game of a doubleheader sweep, 8-7, 4-3. He's just the second player to reach those bleacher seats. Joe Attic was the other. Swing and a miss. Strike one to Abram Rage. Polo Grounds, one of those big old parks. Think about baseball. You get guys, we get so wound up about how many home runs a guy has. There's a 1-1 popped up right field side. Long run. I don't think he's going to be able to get to this. Oh, he does into foul territory. Mason Wasson came a long ways as he was shading toward right center, and he made a nice grab to start the inning off with an out. Jacob Lord up to bat with 1 and 2 tonight being his batting line. A single followed by a pop out, and he also scored a run.
After out number 1,
Let's say 1967, a 9-hour, 5-minute doubleheader between the Tigers and Athletics is the longest game by time in American League ever. The first game includes a rain delay. The second goes 19 innings before Dave Duncan home runs it out 6-5 for the A's. Detroit takes the opener 7-6. The ball fouled into the bullpen area, or just beyond the bullpen by Jacob Lord. Good coach says he's swinging a pretty good bat despite the fact his average is not good, to be frank. He says his swing is good, and sometimes you just have to believe what you see with your eyes, not what you see with the stats. Pitch outside, 1-1 to Lord with 1 out, nobody on. Go Hawks lead 6-0 here in the bottom of inning number 6. Going from the stretch is Hager. The pitch. Ground ball, shortstop side. Charging it is Jack O'Neill. He'll field it, throw it to first, and retire Lord. 2 up, 2 down. That brings up Sam Rose, who's 2 for 2 with a pair of singles and a run scored. Let's say 1978, Ron Guidry struck out 18 batters in a 4-hit, 4-0 shutout of the Angels, setting an AL record for left-handers. The victory raised the Yankee Southpaws record to 11-0. Wow. 18 strikeouts, man. That'd be crazy. Ball hit into right center field. This one should get down. Oh, it's caught once again. Another nice play in the outfield. Lincoln Snicker steals a hit from Sam Rose, and the Go Hawks go down in order. But if they can send Waukon down before they get 6 runs, the Go Hawks win game 1 of the doubleheader. Let's see if the Waverly Shark Go Hawks can finish it off when we come back on the K-Way Sports Network.
Mom, I don't feel good. My throat hurts.
I think I caught the bug going around the office.
Hi, honey, Jess rolled her ankle at her game. I think we need to go to the walk-in clinic to get it checked out. I'll meet you there.
When you need care today, the walk-in clinic at Waverly Health Center is here for you. Get exceptional local care with on-site labs and x-ray from skilled and friendly healthcare providers without waiting for an appointment. Our experienced nurse practitioners and physician assistants are ready to help with those unforeseen sprains, strains, and sniffles. Located on 9th Street Southwest in Waverly, Iowa, the walk-in clinic is open when you need it, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. No appointments are needed. You can even check in online at waverlyhealthcenter.org/check-in. Convenient, comprehensive, and the care you need close to home. The walk-in clinic at Waverly Health Center. Big city care, small town comfort.
Top of the 7th inning, the Go Hawks just need 3 outs to get the victory here as they'll face the 7, 8, and 9 hitters for Waukon. The 7, 8, 9 hitters have 2 hits combined. Not bad results from them. Nathan O'Neill up to bat. He struck out and grounded out to third. He's one of the 7, 8, 9 guys that has yet to get a hit in this game, as Carson Graven has 10 strikeouts on the evening. Pitches inside 1-0. I do have one more this day in baseball history to get to. I'll get to that in just a little bit. Just a sad day in baseball history for sure, especially if you're a Royals fan. Pitch outside, 2-0 is Nathan O'Neill. I was just going to say just O'Neill, but there's Hunter O'Neill, Jack O'Neill, Nathan O'Neill. A lot of O'Neills out there. 2-0 count from Carson Graven to Nathan O'Neill. Graven looking for his first strike of this at-bat. Waits quite a while now. He'll go from the wind and fire, and the ball's fouled right toward the Go Hawk dugout. 2-1 now the count. 2-1 the count as the Go Hawks are 3 outs away from victory. They're up 6-0, so a commanding lead for the Go Hawks. Pitch outside, 3-1. Ball goes all the way back against the back wall and bounces to Rage, who throws it back to his buddy, Carson Graven. Rolls the baseball in his hand like dice for a bit before he climbs back on to the mound and will try to get to a full count. The 3-1. Ball hit on the ground over to shortstop. Good play by Lance Myers. He'll throw a little wide of the bag, and Dewey once again keeps his toe glued to the bag, stretches toward the outfield side of the bag, and makes the out. 1 up, 1 down. That brings up Jaden Hager, who's 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out to third. So finally, this day in baseball history, in 1987, Dick Hauser died at St. Luke's Hospital in Kansas City. He led the Royals to their first World Championship the year prior, but was forced, or 2 years prior, but was forced to give up managing during the 1986 season because of a brain tumor. His uniform number 10, was retired by the club on July 3rd, 1987. And Dick Hauser took the team to the highest of heights, and then a brain tumor, which I know my family all too familiar with. Many families in this area surprisingly too familiar with brain tumors. Knocked out one of the greats in baseball managing. Check swing, doesn't matter, it was a strike, 0-2. But yes, brain tumors like glioblastoma. I know my stepdad had that. Here's the 0-2. Pitch misses up ahead. Jim Willis, whose name's on the tennis complex, Waverly Shark High School. The Wirtz family, whose name's on the new athletic lifting facility for Wartburg. They have that too, and it's a rare thing, but Doesn't feel rare when it hits close to home. The 1-2. Ball hit on the ground, second base side. Rose vacuums it up, throws to first, 2 up, 2 down. The Go Hawks are an out away from winning this ball game in pretty commanding fashion, 6-0. They have allowed 4 hits from Waukon, but have made outs elsewhere when guys have gotten on. Jack O'Neill is 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. He's the 9-hitter. Carson Graven has struck out 10 in this game. Looking for the complete game shutout to go along with a gorgeous-looking 10K night. 9K is nice. Boy, you get to that double digits and strikeouts, and you're feeling great like Tony Tiger. Swing and a miss by Jack O'Neill. A little something taken off that one as Graven pulls the string. Counts even 1-1. Now the pitch. Curveball, swing and a miss. Strike 2. The Go Hawks are a strike away from hearing their favorite song in the victory moment. Wind, kick, delivery. Go Hawks win. Called strike.